KO, one time, taking him way back. This young man who's joining us in the studio, Masandi. So you're part of the song?
Yes, 100%. 100%. A couple of years ago, KO hit me up. He's like, yo, bro, I'm working on an album. And shortly after we had met, and got on the song. And then shortly after that, he was like, yo, by the way, we even wanted to sign you. And that's how I got into Cash Time.
Oh, you were signed by Cash Time?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
wow.
is interesting. This is very interesting.
Yeah.
How was it being a Cash Time artist? Are you still signed under Cash Time?
No, I'm not signed on the Cash Time no more. It was cool. I feel like for me, it was a learning curve. It's just me experiencing the industry at that level. It was, I was in a hip hop group in Durban that did a lot of things, but then I still hadn't had that national platform. And I think he gave me that opportunity to say, okay, cool, I believe in you and go for it. Jumped on the song, and then next thing, I'm dropping my own singles and so on and so forth. Yeah.
But I would never really got, to hear of you when you were still in Cash Time. How do you feel about signing to an artist who's also trying to pop or popping? Because sometimes people say the resources may go to that artist within his label.
It's difficult, bro. It's difficult, but I feel like it comes from a good place. It's just that sometimes financially it's constraining, So, I knew there was a lot of us, but I knew at the same time it's an opportunity. From where I was coming from, it's like it's a step up. Like it's something for me to okay, cool. Even in this whatever situation, in that situation that I'm in, let me capitalize and use it and get to know people, make connections, rather than saying, I'm waiting for things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always encourage even up and coming dudes also, like, yo, if an artist is signing you, think about it and just see what you can actually do with that opportunity, rather than saying, Brazo, put me on. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You have to push for
now
yourself as well.
they pushing for themselves too.
Exactly.
And especially if you're the cash cow in a situation. I mean, obviously, most of the money has to come back to you also. To make sure that your album is popping, that your album is out there. So, I'm always grateful for that opportunity.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you've used yours well, because you've since clinched some headlining roles in acting. The River, Isibaya, right? Love Lives Here, and South Africa's most popular soapie that we spoke about in the beginning, Uzalo.
And The Black Door.
And are you on The Black Door as well?
I'm on The Black Door.
Are you with SK?
Well, yeah. Of course.
What do you do there? Because we know what he does there. He sweats a lot. We've seen it.
I was dating Mom Ribs.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you like a toy boy there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How old is Mom Ribs? She's like super old.
She's grown.
Yeah?
But she's a lovely lady.
How old are you?
I'm old enough.
Old enough, like how old?
It's out there on the internet, bro. So.
I'm in my early 30.
Oh my goodness. So would you say acting was the quickest way into music, or was music your segue into acting?
There was no quickest way. It was just me using my talents to better myself. The first big thing that I got in the industry was acting, because that was inspired before the Cast Time situation. And the first season of Aspire, I was out there, and then shortly after that, that's when like things picked up, opening for Lil Wayne and Durban, all these Trey songs and all these people. And so like I was just using my talents.
Would you equate the two talents, or one is stronger, your passion for one than the other?
So I started singing at the age of 7 at church. So
you also play bass, right?
I used to play I used to play trumpet.
Trumpet.
Whoa, bro.
I was really good at that. But then, I got out of high school and I thought I was too cool for it. I was like, so but
blowing your own horn.
Yeah. So, but I'll get back to it. Get back to it. Actually bought another one. So yeah, to answer your question, I do play brass.
You do, the trumpet.
Ask?
And he was asking, which one do you think you're stronger at? Whether it's music.
It's a tough one. But I think obviously I've been doing music for the longest time. That's the passion that I realized first. So I would say like the music obviously is stronger, but I feel like you know, in the recent years, my acting has become so stronger rather. And hence why like things are really opening up in that space too. Because this year alone, I was doing 2 shows at the same time. I was doing I was doing Uzalo and the Black Door at the same time. So one is in Durban, one is in Joburg.
And different channels, right?
Different channels.
And channels don't have talent envy. They didn't give you trouble with regards to your contracts.
I mean, there is a bit of that, but I mean, I think it's understandable if, you know, there was one that came first, and then the other one. I wasn't sure that the other one was gonna happen, and then it happened. So it wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
You know, but you know,
I don't like it when channels do that. Number one, they don't pay you enough to keep you. Then they want to be selfish with you, so you don't work on other places and other spaces. But I always get so excited when talents and creative people, artistic people, particularly that are in front of the camera, are allowed to be of service on different platforms, competitive channels. I think it's so healthy for career.
100%.
Can't keep people caged. It's top of the hour, 7 o'clock. We're going to the news. We're hanging out with Masandi. So you're feeling broody, sir? I have to put this on air.
Oh, come on.
This was an off-air conversation.
Oh,
this was an off-air conversation.
But people want to know.
I am. I online, kind of am.
Because I tell you why it's beautiful for me to have a conversation with a man feeling broody, because that's generally a sentiment that women carry with them. So it's nice to hear a man saying, I'm broody, after talking to a cute little 7-year-old.
I'm just doing, I like kids.
Oh.
Yeah, I like kids. And I've got a lot of nieces and nephews.
Beautiful.
I think it's time.
So you're a family guy?
I'm a family.
Ladies, he's off the market. In case you're wondering, he's not available for any of you. There is a woman who has stolen this one's heart.
I do.
And you do gospel, so that like tells me that maybe you want to get married and have that traditional setup.
I just want a bit of order in my life. I feel like that's gonna bring that more for me.
They do say he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Indeed.
Is it true?
According to me, I think our listeners know my sentiment around marriage. Nonsense. I wouldn't go there again. Absolutely not. Doesn't make sense. It's an institute that doesn't make sense for me. But I don't say trash it. I say experience it, explore it. It can be beautiful. It can really be beautiful if you have a person who's willing to give you that beautiful experience or create it with you. 100%. It can really be beautiful. Alrighty, so now that we have touched on your broodiness, TikTok, when do you intend to start making babies?
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, already, let's move.
Just give me a year or something.
Is it?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Why not now?
I think there's certain marks that I'm trying to, get to, and I think I'll be good because I'm trying to give my kid like the most comfortable situation.
Good.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So
good.
I think that's why also it's taking me so long, because I could have done it a long time ago.
Of course.
But I was always careful.
Of course. Be careful. Yes.
But anyway, but by the way, you don't plan that stuff. But you do try plan it. But yeah, give me a year or so.
A year or so. Looking at our industry, back to work. We could all do with a bit of light every now and then. What's your take on the industry in general? Do you think it's a good space, or do you think creative people have a very unfortunate climate in which they have to operate?
It's what you make of it, I think. But it's definitely a space that needs one to be secure, and you need to know yourself, and you need to understand why you got into it and what are you trying to do in it. I think if it's easy to lose yourself within the industry if you don't understand yourself fully, and if you don't have a backbone also. So to answer your question, it's a harsh environment. It's a very harsh environment, but as I say, if you're certain about what you want to do and have a plan for it, then it can be a great experience.
Bro, you're so focused, and I know that you were in a car accident, or an accident, a fatal one. You almost lost your life. What happened? Where did it happen? And did that shift your mindset to be more focused and to live life the best way you can?
Yeah, 100%, bro. So it was just when I was starting off my career, and going out, night out, drinks, and on our way back, my friend was driving. Literally, he just blanked out, and blanked out. There was a truck. hit the truck, car capsized.
Oh my goodness, that's graphic.
Yeah, I was almost paralyzed and stuff, bro.
What the hell?
And I was in like a neck brace for 3 months. Stuck.
3 months.
Yeah.
Just stuck, not being able to move. And I feel like a part of me.
Were you upset with your friend?
Yo,
And with yourself?
I think it was, yeah, both. But I found myself like in a situation where I felt like I had these interventions, like where I was just stuck and I had like a godly intervention, if you want to call it. And it was almost like, you know, big homie was like, yo, I'm giving you a second chance now.
Get it together.
Like, get it together. Like, you know, just, you know, I want you to end up coming on my side sometime and doing my work for some, you know, not to say go to the other side, there's no God's work, but there was something that, you know, he wanted me to do. So hence why like there was just a bit of a shift even in the sound and me wanting to make more inspirational type of music where
worship,
like it's more substance into what I'm saying rather than saying, oh baby, I love you, baby, let's go have fun. I mean, I've done that, you know, good time, drink, party, I've done that, you know. So I think I'm also grown and I've also like matured to a point where it's like, okay, cool. What can I say to someone on a song that can uplift him or just touch him in some kind of way? Not to say I'll never make a love song again.
Of course.
I mean, we experience love. I still experience that stuff.
Yeah.
But right now, I think I'm just in the phase where I'm embracing how I feel spiritually, mentally, and I mean, I'm cool with that. Like,
you're doing what Senior Oat is doing. If you listen to Senior Oat's music, right? Beautiful house music. I think it's more deep house than anything else, right?
Yes.
His sound and his lyrical content is truly, he gets us praising and worshiping through his music, like literally very spiritually uplifting music, you know? We've got something here before we let you go by Masandi. It's called Noma Kunzima. Was this before or after the accident?
This is after.
After the
This
accident.
is part of the EP that I've just dropped
in
called-
August.
Yeah.
Kaleidoscope, yeah.
I encourage you guys to go listen to it.
We will.
No, we'll buy it.
It's pretty dope.
We definitely will. Take a listen.
Thank you.
Is that you? Those are your pipes.
Oh, yes.
Amazing. Huh.
Linda, bangkay kale tu